Hello, my name's Sam, and today we're talking about the Padcaster Parrot teleprompter. I'll run through how it works, what I love about it, and also its shortfalls. And I'll also explain how to actually set the thing up and get it on your camera, because the instructions that came with it were slightly confusing, and I felt like I was breaking the thing just trying to get it set up. So let's get into it. Now, full disclosure, this isn't a promotion or anything. I just wanted to share a tool I found to be extremely helpful in my own video making workflow. So if you make videos, especially if you make tutorial style videos or do a lot of what's called talking head videos where you're talking directly to the camera, like this one for example, you can end up wasting so much time if you don't use a teleprompter. For example, I've literally spent hours trying to stitch together the best clips from a 20-minute recording, trying to find the best sections where I rattled off everything I wanted to cover. So making good use of a teleprompter can solve that issue big time, because if you can get out everything you want to say in one take, no scrubbing around, no piecing things together, that's so much better. And if you're on a budget, the Padcaster Parrot teleprompter is the way to go. Now, yes, it's a mouthful to say, so let's just call it the Parrot from now on. Anyways, I picked one of these up for 99 bucks off Amazon after seeing Gerald Undone use it on his channel. And the Parrot might be the best 100 bucks I've ever spent on a camera. Not on gear for a camera. In fact, if you couldn't tell, I'm actually using it right now. Okay, so let's talk about why I love it. First, like any teleprompter, it's essentially a mirror that sits in front of your camera lens to let you read your script out loud. Now, one of the things I always notice while watching someone read from teleprompter is that you can usually see that they're reading. Like, you know, their eyes will move from left to right and side to side. So what I like about the Parrot is that it's small. You use your phone as the display, so when a screen the size of your phone is in front of your camera lens, it's really not too much bigger than the camera lens itself, meaning your eyes won't be moving left to right much at all. And here's the best part. The thing ships with 13 solid metal rings, like metal ring mounts, and they're not light. These things feel super durable, and having all these ring mounts means the Parrot will literally fit any camera. Sony, Canon, Nikon, and even random ones like the random Sony camcorder I'm using right now. Now, I just realized I said Nikon, and I mean to say Nikon, and so one of the things, like I've paused my teleprompter here with this remote control, which I'll get into in a minute. When you mess up with a teleprompter, you could do the take again, you could scroll up and start over, or you just kind of have to run with it and ad-lib it and try and get back on track.
You stay classy, San Diego. I'm Ron Burgundy?
Damn it! Who typed a question mark on the teleprompter?
So just because I'm talking about the thing right now, I said a word wrong. So instead of starting over, since obviously this is about the teleprompter, I'm just telling you what I'm doing now. But normally you'd have to do the take over again. If you're doing anything up on the screen that takes over where you can't tell that you're cutting between takes, I could just record that line again and have something else on the screen and then cut back to it, for example. But I'm not doing that here. We're just running the thing live so you can see how it works with me using it. So anyways, we're gonna jump back into it. So it comes with a Bluetooth remote control, which is great when you wanna stop the teleprompter for a second because you can't keep up, or let's say you need to take a breath again. The remote looks like this. It's got a start stop button and directional arrows, which you can use to go up and down in your script while it's running, and also these playback buttons at the top, a back button, and a home screen button. Now, when you pair this with an iPhone, the controller is a little lackluster. It still works for what I need it for, but most of these buttons are useless. For example, really all I use is the start and stop button to pause the movement of the scrolling text on the teleprompter. Sometimes I will use these up and down buttons because, let's say I'm reading faster than what's going on the teleprompter. I can tap this and it'll jump down a little bit so that I can keep talking at whatever speed I need to. But really, I'm only ever using the down arrow if I'm talking too fast, or the stop arrow, the OK button, just to pause things so I can catch up, or if I need to go on a tangent, I can do that. Now, with fancy teleprompters, you've literally got someone else manning the scroll speed, and they can slow down when you slow down and speed up when you speed up, and usually they've got a nice little dial to control the speed too. But with this thing, I can't change the speed of the script while it's running. Just start and stop, up and down. But for 100 bucks, I mean, come on, you really can't complain. Now, before you throw the thing on your camera, download the Teleprompter Parrot app. They've got one for both iOS and Android. The app isn't anything fancy, but it does its job. You can adjust the margins, like how wide the text is on your screen. I, for example, like to have the text kind of as narrow and as close to the camera lens as possible to try and avoid, where it looks like I'm reading something on a screen, and instead that I'm looking right at the camera. In the app, you can also adjust the font size and the playback speed. These are must-haves in any teleprompter, and the Parrot app has it. So again, no complaints there. You can even change the font color and background color, but typically you want to leave the background black and the font white. And to get your script onto the app, you just sync a Dropbox account in the settings of the app and then throw a text file in a folder in your Dropbox, and that's it. It syncs instantly. It's so simple. The first time I used the Teleprompter app was for a big corporate talking head video, and it worked great. I was filming someone with virtually no experience reading from a teleprompter, and the video was polished and professional. This person used to, for example, have to remember all of their talking points or record on their phone, with their notes in the background. Not everyone does that well. So whether you're doing tutorials or doing a sales pitch or just want to be sure you get the message right and save time, a teleprompter makes a lot of good sense. Now, of course, it doesn't work well when you just want to say what's on your mind or when you'd rather just wing it. In all my videos before this one, I've done just that. I've winged it. But if you're like me, you end up wasting so much time editing because you have to sit and watch the whole thing and do your best editing the footage down to something usable. It's so draining. When instead, when you're working from a script, you can really spend some time working through what you want to say, but you've got to be sure you can write like you speak. If you're reading some perfectly written textbook quality stuff with no fillers, or you don't take the time to pause here and there, it really sounds robotic or like you're reading. So I just keep the remote nearby, either on the table or in my hand, so I can quickly pause the video if I need to go off on a tangent or slow things down. Gerald Undone does the same things with his scripted videos. So it takes a little practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's a real game changer. Now, if you go order one of these things and it arrives on your door and you unbox it and you're just like, what do I do now? Well, it's really simple, but let me show you because I almost broke it before I even used it. But of course, in order to show you, I need to stop reading from my script so I can go take the teleprompter off my camera and actually show you. So this is the Padcaster. Sorry, I am wearing black, so it's hard to see, but this is it. There is a cover here that you'll have to take off, and here's the back side where you put a different mount on. It comes with one mount, I don't remember the size. I had to switch it to a different mount for the camera that I'm using. But basically, you get it, looks like this. The first thing I want you to do is, take out this protector that slides behind the mount, just to keep dust and things out. So you slide that out, and then since it has a ring mount already inside of it, you have to take this one out if you need to use a different one. And I felt like I almost broke the thing trying to get this out. So it says you kind of have to lift out and pull down, but it's just jammed in there so well. I thought I was going to break the thing pulling it out. So I pulled it out. So that rings out, and then you're gonna put it in, you just slide it up, and then you really gotta press, at least with this one, really jam it in there. So that's in there. If you've got the ring mount on, you literally just grab a camera. So this isn't the right one for this camera, but just take it off, and then it just threads in like an ND filter or anything else. Super simple to attach to whatever camera you have. So you screw it on, and then the next part is where you attach your phone to it. So when you're ready, you take this off as well, but we don't have to do that now. So this is the front of it. This is what you read through. The camera's on the back side here. And so this just pulls down, and that's where you set your smartphone, your phone. So I've got an iPhone here, and it's a lot easier when it's on your camera already, because you can kind of do this with one hand. But phone slides on just like that. You take this off. There's one mirror. Pull this other off. And of course, you've already got it on your camera. So you turn your phone on in the Parrot Teleprompter app and start, use your controller and can start and stop reading just like that. So let me go ahead and turn the thing on just for fun. So here it is. Here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but I've got the remote here and I've paired it with my phone just via Bluetooth. And so here I'm starting, and that's the speed I've got it set to, that's the margins I've got it set to, that's the default font, color, background color, and speed of my script here. So again, I can, if I just need to stop it, do that, keep going. If I'm reading too fast, I need to jump down a little bit, I can just tap the down button and it's starting over. So here from the beginning again, tapping down to jump through a little quicker, pause, and if you're reading and you really need to go in the other direction, you can press up. But again, like a professional teleprompter, you've got someone that is like controlling the speed with like a wheel. So it's not jumping around, but for $99, you can't beat this. It's fantastic. But again, I really only use a couple buttons here down on the dial pad. Everything up here is controlling like the sound, which makes no sense. I don't need to play music through the phone or anything while I'm using the teleprompter, so I don't have a good use case for those buttons at the top. And then this back button doesn't seem to do anything on my iPhone. I'm running iOS 14. And then it says Siri on this other button, but it's basically a home button. It'll pop you out to your home screen, which again, I don't have a good use case for that. So this is the Parrot Teleprompter app running. Obviously I've got no camera in it, but it works amazing. So anyways, thanks for watching. My name's Sam. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel for more like it. And that's it. Hope you have a great day. Bye. Oh, goodness. Oh, there's gotta be a better way to do that. There's got to. I'm like going to get so much dust on this thing. Slide down on here. Slide dish on here. Dink.